Hey, guys, I am so sorry because I have really been working on this for the past 2 days, but it's I don't know. I can't see like who's online. I can't really see what's happening. This is really bad. And I'm not sure what to do at this point because I have experimented with this and it's not working. And I can't see if anybody's there. I think I expected around 6 people, but I'm really not happy right now because uh, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't know what I'm doing. This is, I don't want to cuss. This is really a mess. I can. I can't see anything. This is like really frustrating because I worked on this for the past 2 days. Oh, okay, you guys, I am so sorry. I had something so special lined up for the video angles and everything, but it just all went to crap. I am so sorry for the delay. I've been practicing and everything just went completely pear-shaped. But I got a new camera so I can focus on the cards. Hi guys, welcome. Thanks for joining. I only expected like 6 people. I don't know what to do about the other feed. I don't know if I'm supposed to try to go redirect anybody here. I don't know because I had to cancel. Yeah, what a mess. I told everybody else to go to the other channel, to the other feed. Hi, Arabia. Hi, KNRB. Hey, Observer 88 Tyrell, what's up? Okay, so the only thing I'm trying to figure out is if I'm almost afraid to try. I made a mess out of this. Really made a mess out of this, but I'm glad you guys are here. Let me just try to take this out of the title so people don't go to the wrong channel. And I guess we're going to go ahead and get started because uh, there was stuff that I wanted to talk about that was on my mind. I left the screen, and so I'm trying to get back to where I was so I can see what's going on here. I guess there's a learning curve for all of this. No, I don't want to go there. Guys, please don't beat me up. This is so bad. Oh my God. I lost the screen. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. Okay, I think I can see. I think I can see everybody. Am I still there? Last time I'm going to check. Okay, so you guys, even though there's a big delay, I'm too afraid to go try to change my camera. I'm really too scared to do that because I don't know what I'm doing. So there's just going to be a delay. Anyway, the cards are the most important thing. Hopefully we're going to get down to the cards. I don't know why there's such a huge delay, right? Like I said, I'm too afraid to try to fix it, but this is really bad. Anybody have any advice? Tyrell, Observer 88, hit the like button. Yeah. I don't even know how this is coming across. I wanted to talk to everybody about a few different things. I hope that you can hear me all, and I hope that the delay isn't too crazy. I took some notes here. And there were a few different things that have been on my mind over the past several weeks, but I guess you see it more and more in the news. I almost want to see if I can, I almost wonder if I should unplug. What does anybody know what would happen if I go to the default camera and unplug this? No. Okay. I'm so bad at YouTube right now. I could just, ooh, and I am not a violent person. I can tell you, I'm really not a violent person, but I'm really upset because this is sabotage. If you guys know what I have been through trying to set all of this up and practicing and everything else, this is ridiculous that this didn't work. And okay, whatever, it is what it is. I'm not going to be able to change it right now. So again, I think I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm trying to see. I'm just trying to see because I don't. Is the stream rate is slower than the recommended bit rate. We recommend that you stream at a bit rate. Whatever, YouTube. YouTube ain't no good. These people got me up here sweating too. You see, I start getting nervous. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm even sweating. Okay, that's enough of that. I'm already bored with that. It is what it is at this point, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know how to change this. They're telling me that I should change the bit rate, but they're not. It's in slow-mo right now. Not sure if this has anything to do with it. Okay, let me go try to change that. I saw that back there. Thank you, because I did see that slow-mo thing in the advanced settings. Okay, let me take off. I got the slow-mo, save changes. Let's see if that's going to do anything. Then let's go ahead and try to jump into this because I don't want to miss the points. That's crazy. I don't know why they would be calling me. See, that's what this phone call that you just heard is what is some of the stuff going on for Sagittarius that we really need to talk about on this like next phase of your life, because I figured out a lot of stuff and I don't want to make it like I know everything. Says slow mo off. Okay, I don't want to make it like I know everything. I just know how a lot of Sagittarius are. We are generous to a fault. Um, my mother was a Sagittarius. My mother had 13 kids. Um, so it's chat away. Okay, I guess we're just chatting. I guess I'll talk and just try to read the cards. Can you guys still see the camera? Because I do want to pull a few cards. Arabia, KNRB, and Observer 88, Tyrell, you don't, I just love your insights totally. But yeah, I don't know which camera you guys are watching. I don't want to put it on the paper yet. Yeah, I thought about a lot of different things that have happened to me over the past 2 or 3 years, even longer than that, 4 or 5 years. And I kind of try to think about areas where I made a lot of mistakes. Yeah, and just try to figure out how I can make corrections for this next phase of my life, which I look at this like this is kind of do or die time. Let's put it like that, because I'm getting towards the midlife, to older age, and you don't want to make those same mistakes that you made in the past, especially around the people that you have in your life, especially around the partners that you choose to be with. Um, And so, what I realized about Sagittarius, the lessons that we have from Saturn that we really must learn, like it's critical for us, because I almost feel like if we don't learn the lessons, it's almost like we're going to be punished. We've been punished a lot over the past 4 or 5 years, but if we don't learn the lessons, the punishment will be harder to take. So you could say literally punishment by the universe could be, but I think we'll be punished by the people in our life, or that we allow to be in our life. So let me give some examples. I kind of thought of, you can't fix everything. And sometimes people are just probably negative where they shouldn't be in your life. You can't keep trying to fix it. I know with me, I'm very forgiving. Something will happen. I don't want to make a big deal out of it. I keep thinking, what did I do wrong? What could I have fixed? You do that rumination where you think over and over again, what did I do wrong? What can I fix? What could I do differently? Why did they behave that way? Why did they behave that way? And you try to figure it out. You really over and over again, this happened and this happened. We could be very detective like, and then I said this and then this happened. And you keep getting stuck on the big bad problem or the thing that happened, trying to understand what happened. And sometimes that's the whole point. There's no answer. There's no answer for why someone did a certain thing to you that's a bit off, negative, however you want to put it. And you're not going to find a reason. You're not going to find a reason. So, okay, so I don't want to get into past relationships that I've been in, but I go over things, of course, like we all do. And it just hit me today. This is a relationship that broke up approximately 5 years ago. And it just hit me today that the guy, why he behaved, how he behaved, I'm looking for reasons like what happened? Oh, and was I too strong? Should I have broke things off? Could it have worked out? Because I really thought there was something there. All this time later, it hit me like I had an epiphany, like, oh, this guy was with me because he thought I had money. And it was like, oh my, that's why he was with me. So all this time that I had spent trying to figure out why things went wrong, what I did wrong, had nothing to do with me in the end. That was just a person where their motivations were just in a completely different area than what I have taken advantage of out of the exactly, because we're very generous. That was the next thing. We're generous to a fault. Now, I don't want to overgeneralize, but most of the Sagittarius I know, I gave a person a car 3 weeks ago, a car that I wasn't using. And the premise as to why I was given the car to this person was a man. He knew why I was giving him the car, and the reason completely changed. And I said, okay, normally, and there were things on the car like these Thule racks that are really expensive, by the way, which I had told him, okay, I still want this rack off the top of the car. But I gave him the car because he needed a car. I wasn't using the car. I had the cars in Germany. I still have a place in Germany. I gave him the car. And then I tried to say, okay, look, since we're not together, maybe you could, offer something for the car. It was normally a nice car. So a bit old, about 10 years old, but still it's a nice car. It was a diesel. And this guy, I'm going to come to the next point because that was the next thing I wanted to discuss. This guy went all like squirrely on me. He was more or less like, no, I'm not. He didn't even suggest, because I said, normally I will have a friend come pick the car back up for you. He didn't want to do that. Then started to threaten me. In the end, I was just like, you know what, keep the car. And here we go. How many times has Sagittarius gotten themselves into that situation where they're overly generous with someone who probably doesn't even deserve it? And this is another lesson. Hey, Sasha Tahare, welcome. Sagitt. And I keep saying Sagitt, there's reasons for all this excitement, by the way. Yeah, so again, I was going over and over this situation, but in the end, I felt like, number one, I really didn't care. It's like, you know what? I'm so over it. I'm going to learn the lesson once and for all. I'm done with those people who you cannot trust, and you turn the blind eye and you act like nothing's going on, because Sagittarius are also very perceptive. So you feel something. You feel something. Hey, Sasha, you feel something is off, but you suppress it because we have that 1 million ton view and we're thinking about so many things at the same time. Something happens and you kind of, oh, that was strange. But you're thinking about so many other things, you let it slide. You don't want to make any waves. You don't want to misjudge anybody. You don't want to be judgmental. I think this is one of the lessons for Sagittarius that we really have to think about for our future and our next phase of life, how we're going to manage this energy. Doesn't mean that we don't have to be generous anymore, but perhaps we should be generous to ourselves first. Because again, if you're like me, like a Sagittarius, I'm very slapdash with myself. I don't really pamper myself. I don't really feel like I need that. I don't really expect my partner to be overly generous with me or even overly loving with me. It's kind of like, it's okay. I'm okay. But that's the whole point. We have to start to love ourselves in that way that we feel like we deserve those things, just like any other sign. I think a lot of Sagittarius too have gone off this feeling of being in love, and they don't feel like they really need it, let's say, But why not? we deserve love just like any other sign. And I think this is something, a big lesson. That's why I'm getting excited, that is coming in for Sagittarius. Now, I don't want to say that this full moon that we're going to have on the 17th, typically now, I think it starts at 2 o'clock in the morning out on the West Coast. Um, I don't want to say it's going to be the be all end all. Hey, Yolits. Sorry, I don't have my glasses. I think I think a lot of things are going to change for Sagittarius in ways that we don't even recognize. And I think one of the big ones is going to be love, because that was the other thing I was going over in my life. And I don't want to compare everything to me, but I just read the general energy. And I'm not sure if it was first because we had Pluto and then we had Saturn, who I think is still affecting a lot of Sagittarius. I kind of thought back over it and I really thought, I don't think I really ever had a nice kind of love relationship. I have kids. I have 2 kids. I don't mean like that. I've been in love normally. I've been married. But I thought, like, over my whole life, most of all the relationships I have been in have been dysfunctional. And you start rolling it back to the reasons why. And I think you start to see those same things playing out over and over again, that we have to be careful for, um, really letting people show us who they are and reacting to it, not just accepting it and say, ah, that's how they are. Come see, come saw. They can be like that. I can deal with it. They're a little bit different. Oh yeah, they're not so nice, or they're a little bit hard to manage, but I can deal with it. No. Why? Overly generous, we gotta stop. That is really what is gonna put us away and finish us, is being um, too generous, you know? And I think I said that before. God bless the child who has his own. Make sure your house, your situation is together, and that you have all the resources you need and stock up. I got to say that, I've known people who've had a lot of money. I mean, a lot of money. And yeah, somehow they they had a very different perception about money, even than what I had as a normal person. They were very frugal with their money, counting every penny, everything they did. You think, um, oh no, it was terrible. Yeah, we're going to get to you, K and RB. I'm sorry. We got to take care of ourselves, guys. We got to stock up. Even when you think you have enough to give away, think twice about it. And I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about mental resources, psychological resources, emotional resources. You feel like you have enough to give away, think twice about it. Um, we're going to talk about relationships now. There were a few other things. Hey, I got to tell that story because this is what I think is coming in for Sagittarius. So I was at the shop yesterday, buying camera, doing this, doing that, getting all this stuff ready for this live session because I wanted to have multiple screens and la la la. Didn't work out. I'll be working on that. And this guy, he's so pretty nice looking guy, by the way, but I wasn't paying attention. I had my little son running around, going behind the boxes at Walmart, these huge televisions. I'm like, Liam, really? If you knock that out, these people probably want me to pay for it. Get over here. He wants to start gaming, la la la. Doesn't matter. And it was just me and this guy standing there at the back. A guy had helped me before, a young brother, young black kid. So nice, trying to show me, oh, you got to get this component, that component. And then I ran to get some cash and I came back and he was gone and nobody was there. And there was this guy standing there saying, oh, what are you doing there? And I'm a really bad flirt or whatever. I was like, yeah, I'm just buying some stuff for my son. And he had some earrings or something. I said, oh, looks like somebody's getting a gift. He said, yes, my daughter. Long story short, he's like, oh, so how long have you been here? I said, oh, I've only been in the States now for 9 months. Normally I've been in Europe for the past 20 something years. And I'm thinking about going back. He said, oh, why are you thinking about going back? I said, because I don't know. I can't really settle in here. I'm being offered some jobs, but the jobs I'm being offered are out on the West Coast in California. I'm not sure if I want to go, so more than likely I'll go back to Europe. And you know what happened? Here's the Sagittarius luck. Here's the Sagittarius luck that's coming back, baby. You better believe it is coming back. He goes, so what? Where are you looking? I said, yeah, normally I work defense, Department of Defense. He said, what? I'm looking for people right now. So is my wife. Send over your resume. Let me get your number. Let me get your resume. I know we got something for you. Oh, what do you do, program man? Yeah, okay, we got something. Oh no, we're gonna handle this. I was like, what? I didn't really believe him. Gave him my information. The guy called me back 2 times. He wanted me to come meet with him and his family. And then he could send me his email. Okay, yeah, we're gonna meet up. I was like, what? What are the chances? And I cannot remember the last time something like that happened for me as a Sagittarius. It used to happen all the time. And you know what I mean. Used to happen all the time. And then it just stopped. About roughly 7-8 years ago, things started to not look like that for Sagittarius, our lovely luck. So definitely things are changing. I know we've all heard it a lot. We've all heard it often, but things are definitely changing for Sagittarius. So I do want to get into these readings. I want to talk to K and RB because for some reason there was a story, a bit of an odd story I wanted to tell about a woman who I knew. I won't tell you how I came to know her. I had 8 people who I let come live with me it was about a year ago, but over about a 3-year period, there were 8 people who needed a place to live, who I let come live with me. Sagittarius. That's Sagittarius. Literally people who didn't have a place to live, basically homeless. Thank you, Yos. Another friend bought them. Oh, they need a place to stay. Can they stay with you? Do you have a place for them? Yeah. Next one. 8 people, guys. 8 people. No problem, because I didn't do it for any other reason except for I wanted to help. But that stops. And I know why. Because it's a type of abuse. And I don't know if you understand what I mean. For Sagittarius, being that generous to a fault is a type of abuse. Abuse of what? Just because the universe puts you in that situation, it doesn't mean you're supposed to help everybody. Sometimes people have their own lessons that they have to learn. But we step in, maybe we're interfering in something that we shouldn't be involved in. And we only see it after we got burned. Some of these people stole from me. Who I let come live with me. And I can laughed about it then because it's like, wow. But that's how we find out that we get punished for some of these things. I hope this is making sense. Yeah, K and RB, I've done that. And they stole from me. Exactly. That's my point. That's what I'm trying to say. We got to stop. Guys. And you know what? I don't mind. It's like, okay, wow. Okay. You know, each one of them had some strange little thing about them. I'm not going to go into it. What I got to tell one of the stories. It was a young Black girl who was from North Carolina. She was in Germany, didn't have a place to stay. Normally I heard, and I don't want to be too salacious, but she was doing, as a woman, some things that she shouldn't have been doing to give money. She came to ask me if I would hire her for some work because at the time I had a cafe, and I said, okay. I gave her a job and she needed a place to stay. I gave her a place to stay. I'm not going to go into all the shady stuff that was going on. Christmas time, I was going up to Denmark. I did want to leave her alone at Christmas. I invited her to come with me at Christmas. Once we get up there to my friends and family, she was on, that was the other thing I wanted to talk about. She was on Tinder. She was going out on dates every night, and then ended up going out on a date with a guy who lived across the street, complete stranger. I didn't see her anymore. When it was time to go back where we lived in Germany to work, because I had a business to run, she bailed on me. She was gone. I was like, what's happening? Are you coming? She bailed. She just didn't show up. And that's when I started to say, I got to change something. This isn't right. So what happened, K and RB? I want to see this. Don't tell me, because I don't, I read cards a little bit different. Observer 88 Tyrell, that's the man, I can tell you. Wow. I hope he starts a tarot channel. And I also have to say something about Lemurian Chick. She has a tarot channel, Observer 88. I know you know her. I don't know if you saw her message that she said that YouTube was holding back her subscriptions. And I believe her because I've had something strange as well. KNRB, is this the right camera angle? Can somebody let me know with just saying yes or no? I'm not sure if it's here or here. If you guys can see that. Hopefully we're still streaming. This is for KNRB. You guys still there? I don't know if we lost the stream. Okay, thanks. Yeah, she told me that they were blocking her channel. I know YouTube is doing the same thing to me, but I don't care. It's like, you guys, come on now. It's like, whatever. I don't do this for the money. I started this channel basically because I was going through hell. Everything bad that could happen in somebody's life, basically it happened to me. It was bad. And I wrote a book and I started this channel shortly after because I wanted to be out there to help people who were going through what I was going through. So KNRB, I wanted to talk to you about this. This came out for you, for your breakup, the 6 of Wands. I want to see what this is about because I'm not sure if this is about the energy that we were already discussing, that things are really improving for our lives overall. I think I mentioned that in the title that I'm a 25-degree Sagittarius. So I know for me, this is a very dynamic time because I can feel it. Mainly because I have an attitude like I really could give up. That's where I've gotten to. I'm really like, some of the stuff I've done in the past 2 weeks, I even surprised myself. I got out of a bad relationship with the guy who stole my car. And normally I would have been in that for months or years more, knowing myself, because he was one of the, what you would call the wounded hero. Someone who has a sob story, who you want to help. Those days are over. So KNRB, you have the 6 of Wands. You said it was a devastating breakup. 4 of Swords. This is odd. I don't know if you see that quick because I feel like we have a big delay. We have the 4 of Swords. Four of Swords. Wait. So I can already ask you, KNRB, what was going on here? Because, yeah, you're just tired, but there's something a little, yeah, you got the 4 of Swords. That's probably you being fatigued by this, but it's a little bit more than this because oddly enough, I see things flipped. Something flipped. Something could have turned on a dime. Normally, you may have thought that things were okay, but it looks like this person flipped, or maybe he flipped out, or she flipped out. acted out of character or did something completely out of character here, because it's like the tables turned, something flipped. I don't know what this is. Yeah, someone standing up and then falling down. Hey, Janja. What's going on, K and RB? I want to know more about this. Give me a second. Somebody acting out of character. Somebody up and down. So a lot of ups and downs, but I don't feel like it was necessarily in the relationship. Maybe the person could have been a bit unstable. Sagittarius, Sun, Taurus, Moon, Gemini, rising here. Hey, hey, hey. I want to finish this for K and RB. Virginia Romero, hey, hey, welcome. We're reading for K and RB right now. I want to have a look at this. I really want to have a look at what's going on here. So it seems that this person, he just went out of state, no phone call. Okay, yeah. Was that out of character for him? Was that out of character? Because it seems like he just flipped, like he flipped on a dime or turned on a dime, like he acted out of character with the Six of Wands to the Four of Swords. This is someone who's acting out of character. Or it wasn't, something didn't seem to be in his character what he did here. Just a second, Virginia. We're going to get to you. We're trying to process this. Oh, he's a crazy Gemini. Okay. Oh, okay. That explains the two. Because it was odd. It was like two sides. Yeah, that would explain why we're seeing two sides, or someone flipped, someone out of character. It wasn't, yeah, that was the two sides. The dime, like two sides of something. But this is odd for the rest of it with this major arcana, the Judgment here. I keep getting it's really over, so I'm not sure what you expect out of that. And you guys, he's been having financial difficulties and doesn't know how to handle it. Yeah, it could be. It could be that he is trying to consolidate things in a way that he just wants to be able to look out for himself with this major arcana Judgment without having a lot of responsibilities here. But I'm trying to see what this is for your energy. Because there's a bright idea, or there's something that seems like a bright idea, but then it stalls. I don't know if you see that. It's like some kind of a bright ideal that stalls out with this Knight of Pentacles here. Okay. But I'm getting it's really over this time. You guys could try to come back to this again with this Ace of Wands, but then it will stall again. Because maybe ultimately he is too concerned about his financial situation. And you know, when you have financial problems, that's the quickest way to kill a relationship. The quickest way to kill a relationship is with financial difficulties, for sure. You can't operate like that. You can't, it's not to say that money is the most important thing. It's just very difficult if you have financial worries to have a good time, to have fun, because you're constantly worried about how you're going to cover your cost or cover your bills, or how you're, going to try to get the things that you want in life or start a family. It just depends. So somebody does have a bright idea here, but it stalls. So even if you try to come back together with him, it looks like it will stall again. Now, do you want to know, would you like to know typically what you can do to improve the situation? Or do you want to know what you can do to improve your situation for yourself, KNRB? Because normally for me, for you, I would be trying to look at what I could do to improve my situation. Everything else will follow. Because with this reading, it's very much focused on your ex, on the person that you were with. I can barely even see you in here. I don't see your energy here. What do you think, Observer 88 Tyrell? Because I know that you read. He's hiding. He reads, and he reads most excellent. He's a really graceful reader. Reads like an art. What do you see here? Because I would like to see you in the reading, KN, in terms of what. Let's see what we have. We have the Ace of Air. We have the Ace of Air. This is for KN. And then we're going to get Virginia. And then we're going to cut back to KN because I'm not done with you yet. And we have the Two of Wands. When I was asking about you, typically, you know what you need to do. What are you hiding from? What really, I mean, I feel like you're hiding from something. You're hiding from, because here you know what you need to do. And there are things that you do need to do. There are plans that you have for yourself. There are things that you would like to accomplish for yourself that perhaps have taken a back seat, or maybe you have given out all of your energy to try to maintain this unstable energy with this guy, which is innate to him, because he's always going to keep turning on a dime. This is all I see here. This is not going to stop. So how do you fit your life into this, for what your goals are with this Two of Wands, what your plans are with this Ace of Swords? Because it seems to be admirable here. There seems to be, what is the word I want here? This is something that's worth, there's something of value here with the Two of Wands and the Ace of Swords. This is something that's commendable. This is something that's respectable here, that you have put on a back burner, or that you're putting on a back burner to deal with this, with all of this. And that's what I don't understand, why you can afford to do that. Because with me, it doesn't look like you have, it doesn't look totally like, to me, like you can afford to do this. Like you said, you're tired. You only have so much energy. You only have so much. Nine of Cups. I mean, come on, KN, what's up? You have the Two of Wands, you have the Ace of Swords, and you have the Nine of Cups. Hazel! Hazel! You guys, give a kiss out for Hazel. I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're doing better. Okay, and you have some good stuff on the horizon for you. And we had that talk at the beginning where we're splitting out our energy. Yes. Arabia. I'm going to put these back. We're going to cut back to KN, because KN, you got some work to do. We got some work to do. I want to pull one for Virginia, and I want to pull one for Arabia. Can you pull a card for if he's going to contact you? Oh, I got chills, Arabia. What's going on with this guy? What's going on with this guy who's supposed to be contacting you? Why am I getting chills? Why am I getting chills on that? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Why do I get chills on who needs to contact you? I keep getting them. What's up with this person? Will he contact? Gotta be, who is this guy? What's going on with him? I don't know what you got going on with this person. Look, you got me stuttering, girl. When you ask me if he contacts you, why am I getting chills all over? Why am I getting chills all over? Hazel, you're amazing. But no. Let's see, because there's something up with this person. Okay, let me, because I don't like this. I gotta. I don't know who this person is, but to me, there's some challenges there, some issues there. Another major arcana of the world. This, I'm just going to say it. This looks like trouble. This looks like trouble for me, Arabia. This is trouble. This is trouble that can bring you flat. I don't know why this comes. This is trouble that can bring you flat. That can bring you flat. I have to see more what this means. That can flatten you. We have the Four of Pentacles. Major Arcana, the Empress. You need to take care of yourself, Arabia. He is American, Arab. He is in Saudi Arabia. Oh, come on, Arabia. You have to be careful with this situation, because this is really a challenge here. This is something that can damage the course of your life. I just bring you flat. We'll pull these two. This is trouble. We have Major Arcana Justice and Major Arcana Justice and the Four of Swords again. This is, let me see. I want to see all that's happening here. Number one, this person is not particularly friendly. This person that you speak about, he's not giving a lot. He doesn't have a lot to give in terms of his soul or who he is. He's a very, maybe he's a flat person. He's just not anything that would be good for you. I feel like his family is also very controlling, by the way. His family is very controlling of him, of what he does, of how he thinks, of who he involves himself with. And his family is very restrictive of him. I want to see where you fit in all of this, Scorpio. Okay. Virginia, we're coming up to you next. Arabia, you might have feelings for this person, but I will really caution you not to get too much involved with him. At the moment, I'm not sure if it will change. I just don't see that it's anything that you have. The Major Arcana of the Sun. Now, these were for you. Don't get this confused. I said I want to see what your energy is in all of this. This is not between the two of you. This is your energy. And look how beautiful your energy is. Look how beautiful your energy is. You have Major Arcana of the Sun and you have the Six of Cups. This is your energy compared to these two. Need I say more? You have such a bright idea, or bright ideas about life. You have such bright ideas about how to exist and how to be in this world. And this is a person who would flatten you. He will flatten you. And I don't even know what that means. This is what comes here. I don't know if it's if you got further involved with him, you wouldn't be the person you are today in any capacity. He's not a good record for you, or he won't have a good record with you. Like story, like a recording. When you look at this for the future, I want to finish look at the energy for Arabia. You have the 7 of Cups now. So you go from the 6 of Cups to the 7 of Cups, high ideas, high ideas. And you have the 5 of Wands. Okay, so Arabia, you're a dreamer, and you okay, Arabia, I do the same thing. Okay, so let's just be clear about that. I'm going to tell you what I see and what I feel here. It's a beautiful thing to dream about things and to fantasize about things and tell yourself stories and say like, oh, if I would be with him, then we would do this and we would do that. And, you know, we would have this lovely situation. This is normal. This is a normal way to be. And this is a normal way to think. But sometimes the reality doesn't meet your expectations of what you dreamed in your mind and in your heart. So you have to be careful with that. With this, what I see with the 7 of Cups and this 5 of fire, this 5 of Wands. This to me is someone who's mentally thinking about a lot of passionate things and ideas, but it's more just mental than reality, because whoever you have your mind set on now with the 6 of Cups is trouble. This is not a good match. Oh, he's a millionaire. That's your high ideas and nice ideas, girl. I got you. I understand. I see a lot of nice thoughts about things there and a lot of fantasy, but he's trouble. I'm sorry. The guy is just trouble. We have to do Virginia. Observer. Do you have anything else? You can get an ice cream. I'm doing reading sound. You can get an ice cream.
How's it going, everybody? Today,
this is Liam.
Today I did my awesome videos.
Okay.
Two
go
awesome
get back
videos.
In bed. Go get back in bed before you get in trouble. You're gonna get in trouble. I'm filming now. Go get back.
Ice cream.
Yes, and then go get back in bed. I told you you have to go sit down. What do you have in your Aquarius moon? Yeah, I know what you're feeling. I can understand what you're feeling, but that guy is trouble. I just have to tell you straight, he's trouble. Well, yeah, flatten, I guess. That's what I saw. I've never used that before. Hey, you know what? I can tell you something about dating a rich guy. Because in my time, I did before. And normally, they're trouble because they don't operate in the world the same way that we do. Once I was dating this guy, he had a lot of money. We got into a fight. I went out to a local bar for drinks with the girls, and he flew to Rio as payback. They don't match up. Their lives are just different. They don't think the same way, especially when it comes onto relationships. So now, Virginia, let me see what's happening with you before you say anything. Hazel and Tyrell, you guys jump in anytime. You guys, these are both 2 excellent readers. Hazel has a channel, and she does the most interesting readings ever. And it was so weird because I was thinking about you the other day, and then I heard from you. This is for Virginia. We're starting off with the Ace of Wands. We're going to see what's happening with you. It's for Virginia. It's for Virginia. Virginia Romero.
Have,
No. Liam, honey, I'm doing something. You got to stop.
Have good luck for your video.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, buddy. Money changes, folks. That's right. And I noticed that that's the other thing, you guys. I got to say that. And I'm not trying to be funny. The other thing that I noticed around a lot of rich guys is they think that they can kind of do whatever they want to do, and they're not too apt to be faithful. And a lot of the rich guys I know that they're with women, and the women accept it because they get the money, I guess. I don't know. That's been what I've witnessed. Into all kind of crazy things that a normal person wouldn't want to be into. So let's get back to Virginia. Let's see what's going on with her. Okay, that just got really crazy. We got the Ten of Swords. Virginia, I don't know what you got going on. Okay, Virginia, where are you? Don't you disappear on me. You got Major Arcana Death and the Ten of Swords. What's going on, Virginia? You want to see how bad things are, or you want to see if you can try to make a bad situation better? Tyrell, don't be retracting stuff. Yeah, they feel women are disposable. That's exactly right. And at the time, I was 35, and this guy told me I was too. He's the same age as me, by the way. And he told me he didn't want me to tell his friends my age. I was 35. I was like, what? Arabia, I know how you feel, okay? Because you're talking about a millionaire. I saw the high ideals and the fantasies. It felt good, but it's trouble. It's trouble. Sometimes the money's not worth it. But I got you. I feel you. I know where you're going with that. Trust me. Okay, that's a million reasons to think twice. I'll give you that. Oh, Lord. You guys got me up here sweating. So, Virginia, there is a lot going on. And I can see, I wanted to know, because we have the Ace of, and I'm going to let the other readers see that we have the Ace of Wands. We have Major Arcana Death that just flung out of the deck, by the way. You saw that. We have the Ten of Swords. So I said that, do you want me to, like, you're here to find out how bad it is, even though you know how bad it is. You want to know if you could try to turn it around. Normally, that's what you're here for. You need somebody to confirm what you already know is trouble. So let's see if we can dig. I'm just letting you go with the read. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Because that's the thing. I can tell you that it looks like trouble, but let's see if there's... Okay, I just have to see if we can read this other person's energy. Just let me pull one card and see. Okay, normally this means that he wouldn't want us to read his energy because we have the Four of Cups. But I could also take it like he's not interested, he doesn't care. So we'll just go with that. I'm going to put these all back, and we're going to read for the guy or the girl. Normally, I think it's a guy who's trouble. We're going to see if those come back again. Okay, so this is for Virginia Romero. We're going to look at her side and his side of the situation. This is for him. We have the Two of Pentacles. This is a person who likes to play games. He's a game player. He's also a bit of a manipulator. He's normally a bit controlling. He can be a bit domineering with women as well. He knows his power with women or over women. Virginia, let's see your side. This is for you, Major Arcana, the World. You're very much more mature than him. That would be normally the case, and I'm not trying to be gender biased, but you know, normally girls or females mature faster than males or boys. But this seems to be of a higher degree of, you kind of know the games that he's playing. He's trying to play games with you that you're already aware of because you've been around the block. You know how the world works. You have experience. And if you're not that old, you've seen things, you've lived your life, you've observed other people. And yeah, he can't get too much past you, even if you don't speak up about it, even if you play the peacemaker. Oh, dear Lord, he's in Aquarius with a Scorpio moon. Good luck. Yeah. Hey, so I can see why you would think he was a Pisces too, to be quite honest with you. On his side, we have the Page of Pentacles. Need we say more? This is a person who's playing childish games. He's a lot of work, especially for somebody who's a bit more elevated. He's not open to a whole lot of different ideas about things either. He's quite restricted in his thinking. On your side now, the Four of Cups is back again. So, but I see this differently here, that with your experience, for whatever reason, you want that one. So we have to figure out why you want this one, why you want a person like that. Because these are other possibilities that you could have had that you don't, that you're not interested in for whatever reason. So I feel like there are other people who you could be with, but for some reason you want that. You want this situation, and I don't understand why. You know it's trouble. So why the attraction? On his side, we have, now that's interesting, we have the King of Wands. Somebody just got a backbone. Or this could be that whole power play, power struggle. He knows that he has you on a string. He knows that he has you wrapped around his finger in a way as well here. He knows you're not going anywhere. He said he loves me, not in love with me. Oh, what a load of crap. What a load of crap. This is a power play. This is what we would just go into. This is some kind of a power play here. What I see here. This is somebody who can play these games because they know the person isn't going anywhere on your side. Don't know why, I still care. On your side, we have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups. There's something odd here on your side. Maybe trying to fix a situation or recreate a situation that you had in your past. Trying to recreate something with him that you had before. Or maybe he reminds you of someone. Are you guys catching this? Remember, it was something odd with these three cups back here, where it seemed like these were something that you could have had that you didn't want. You want him, and then how the three cups are over. But this is trying to recreate something that you had before. I almost feel like he reminds you of something from before, or even someone from before. Couple calls go, his couple calls go unanswered. These are the last ones to see how this is all going to play out. His side, we have, okay, so I'm going to tell you right now before, I'm going to tell you right now before this goes any further, Virginia, be careful, because sometimes you get in situations like this with people and then they turn around and get another relationship and get married after you spend time with them, and they're already with somebody else, moving on in a very big way. Like we say, they get married and then they're gone, and they really leave you like in shock because you can't believe it. Like, whoa, he didn't do that with me, but now he's doing it with them. And that will freak you out. because now on his side, we have major arcana, the Empress. And for me, the first thing I saw with this is another relationship already that he plans to get serious with. It could be, we'll see. On your side, we have the Knight of Swords chasing him, essentially. Now, I'm going to tell a quick story because I wanted to tell you guys that story earlier, because this reading has me a little bit stressed out. I knew a girl who came to live with me. Somebody normally kicked her out on the street, and she didn't have a place to go, and she came and lived with me. Beautiful girl. Beautiful girl. Okay. She was a model. Let her come live with me. She was a diva. Really a diva. Had no money. I was buying her food, everything. Total diva. She didn't help cook, didn't help clean. And when she washed the dishes like with, like she wouldn't get her hands wet. Okay. You guys, I'm gossiping, but I'm trying to make a little entertainment. Anyway, she would come in the kitchen and make some tea, and then she would cry. And one day she said, "Oh, I used to model. I can't model anymore." And I said, "Why? You're a beautiful girl." And she showed me her legs. And her legs were, I think I cried when I saw her legs. Her legs were all cut up with gashes this long, all down her legs, and bad stitch job where they have the Frankenstein. And I just said, "What happened? What happened?" And she tells me this story. I'm going to tell you the story real quick, Virginia, before you go into this. This is what this young girl did. She was with a guy. The guy had a wife. She told me that they both broke up. And she started to come into a relationship with the guy. She didn't seem to be that serious about it. We won't go into that, but she loved him. Eventually, after 3 or 4 months, she moved in with him right away, was there all the time, made herself available. And then he started to pull away from her. I think he was thinking about reconciling with his wife. The guy might have been a player anyway, it doesn't matter. And this is what happened. In the middle of the night, she went to his house, was banging on the door to get inside of the house. He wouldn't answer the door. She's banging on the door. He wouldn't answer the door. And she got mad and she kicked the glass door, and the glass cut up her legs. She's still crying about it a year later. She got into so much legal problems. The guy, you know what the guy did? He didn't even check to see, and they said it was so close to hit her artery. The guy ran away. He ran out another door and out the house and went and called the police on her. She got rushed to a hospital because they had to stitch her up, but she got so many legal problems, and she got her career basically destroyed and her body damaged over a guy, over a relationship. So now let's get back to Virginia. Was with him 4.5 years. He wants to play. I no longer will participate. Forget it. Forget it. Don't bother. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Because that's why I try to ask her, "Why did you do that?" She said, "He made me crazy. He made me crazy. I just wanted to talk to him." When somebody puts you in that situation where you start to feel out of control, yes, Hazel, yes, you deserve so much better. Let's pull some for your energy, please. This is not worth it. This will make you crazy. This is going to, look at this knight chasing after this queen. She's on her throne. She can't be bothered. Yeah, it was like this. She can't be bothered. Look at this knight chasing after her. Never going to happen. That's trouble. That's trouble on a stick. You're not lonely? Can get a hobby. Listen, you're not lonely. You're not lonely. But I know what you, I know what you, sometimes I get lonely too. Everybody does. Virginia, we have the Ace of Swords again. Sagittarius, I guess we're just going to be pulling the Ace of Swords. We're going to see what this says finally for you. And I'm putting it on top of this to press the energy down. Look at that. Messenger of fire. Come on, Virginia. Let's put this here. We're going to get to you. Look at that. Virginia, the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, you may feel like you need somebody to make your life more interesting, Virginia, but I completely disagree with you. I wish I could see what you look like, because normally I like to see, because I can tell you more when I see your face, but you have a lot going for you. I think just like Hazel said, you got a lot going for you. You don't need this. And if you need this, that goes back to what's here. What if you feel like you need somebody like this, what's going on here? Something that you're trying to replace, or someone that you're trying to replace. I don't know what this is, but this to me is the root. Because you don't need this. You don't need someone who's making these kind of problems in your life. You don't need to convince someone to love you. You don't need to convince someone to treat you right. No, that's not who you are. And so you're going to look back on this one day and you're going to be like, I cannot believe I let that guy get away with that. I don't care who he is, except for where'd the millionaire go? Arabia. Now, if he was a millionaire, that's a different story. No, I'm just kidding. Because you got a million reasons. Think about it 2 times. I'll give you that. But come on. I'm trying to be funny. The money's not worth your integrity. Look at this. This was the last one for Virginia. Major Arcana Strength. Virginia, you got too much going for you to be dealing with this. Really. And it's something here that I see in this 5 of Cups and 4 of Cups that's bothering me. It's something that you think this relationship will bring you that it's not going to. It's not even anywhere near a match to bring you what you're going to need. No, this is not even on your level. Don't you remember we started off like this? This guy is not even on your level. And you're going to look back on it and be like, I can't believe I let that little pipsqueak run me like that. I'm not calling anybody any names. But you're going to be like, I cannot believe I let that little pipsqueak run me like that. You're not going to feel good about this later. Hazel. What's going on? I never felt for anyone what I did for you. I don't know if it's real. Was real though. I don't know if it was real. Liam, honey, it's time for you to go get in the bed.
Where's my iPad?
It's in the room on the table, but it's time for you to go to get in the bed.
No way.
No, he's not on your level. And you know he's not on your level. So what happens when you, what's that situation when you really are with somebody who you know is not right for you, but you think you want to be with them? There's something going on there. I don't know. I don't know. It's a weird one. Oh, he's a narcissist. Yeah, it could be. It's a weird one. Will I get a job, Yolts? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. Will I get a job?
Just want to say, good job doing your video.
Okay, Liam, if you come back out here, he's a Leo, guys, and you wonder why he keeps trying to get back on the video. Liam, that's the last time I'm going to tell you to go back and get in the bed, and then you're going to be in trouble. Good night. Ooh. You're welcome. Hang in there. Will I get a job? It's for Yolts. This was for Yolts. Will I get a job? We're starting off with the, you see what that is? That's the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Four of Wands. Don't think it could be better. And we have the 10 of Coins. Yolts, will you get a job? Want to go over that one more time? One more time. On a crazy, funky spread, you guys saw how I shuffled those cards. We're starting off with the Ace of Coins to the Queen of Coins to the Four of Wands to the 10 of Coins. You guys, I always try to imbue my readings with energy, with positive energy. Hopefully, those of you who watch know that. So I would more or less say, and we're not done with you yet, Yolts, I would more or less say you can be pretty positive that you will get a job, but let's see if we can find out a bit more information about this. I would like to. Because it seems to me like you definitely know what you want this job for, in terms of your life, in terms of your career, in terms of where you're headed. Feels like a stepping stone. Doesn't feel like it's your career job. This is just something to get you on your way. It's a good job normally, but it's just something to get your, let's say, foot in the door. This is to get your foot in the door. Something that starts off maybe not exactly where you want financially, but you won't be disappointed. Not to say that it won't pay well, but you can see that it will develop something that will develop your life, something that will develop your career path here. So let's see what else is going on here with yours. Oh, it looks very good. Look at that. Hey, hey, hey! I mean, do you need any more convincing? We have the King of Wands, your heart's desire. Do you need any more convincing here? Because I see things really, I don't know, very positive for you at this stage in your life. But it is something about an opportunity here. We have the Eight of Swords. So it is something that you're a little bit worried about. I'm not sure what it is. But this is an opportunity that you definitely should take. It may be a bit of a stepping stone, but it will get you to where you need to be. What is it going here with Yolts? What are you nervous about? But what are you nervous about? Let's try to get to that, because when you have a speculation about something, it's never good. What are you nervous about, Yolts? Yeah, out of Mia, you know we love you, girl, after that reading earlier, because you bringing $1 million spirit here, okay? There ain't no harm in that. Yeah, it could be, Hazel. I agree. Some self-doubt there. I don't know what you're nervous about. Yeah, you shouldn't be nervous, honey. You shouldn't be nervous, really. And you can't forget this is the good tarot. So the Eight of Swords here has a bit of a different meaning. Oh, you have the presentation on Wednesday. Now we start to get to it. Now we start to get to it, my dear. Don't be nervous. You got this. There ain't nothing to be nervous about here. There ain't nothing you should be nervous about here. You got this. What kind of a presentation? This is all good. This looks really good. Sunny T13, what's up? I'm happy that you found this too. Oh, yeah. Try thinking about how small you are compared to the moon. You know what? I got a story for you, Yolts. I got a little story for you. It's something that my mom told me. I'm going to tell you. Presenting a business process for automation, you got that. Automation is always good. That's an easy sell. You got that. But I'll tell you one thing. My mother and father come from Savannah, Georgia, the deep South, for generations. Our family has been in the States, even though I'm part Native American, since the 1600s. That's no joke. They're real deep Southerners. And you know how we used to have slavery and all these other things. And my parents grew up in that time. My parents are going into their 90s now. And my mother would tell us, like, you can never let anyone intimidate you in that way that you feel like, yeah, you're not good enough, or feel like they're judging you. She said, anytime you're in a situation like that and you go into a room, you hold your head up high and you behave like you own cotton in Augusta, Georgia. Now, I don't know if that's politically correct or not. And at this point, I really don't care, because this is just a saying that I had that pumped me up, where I had to make presentations in situations that are a bit extraordinary, where I could very quickly be like, if I let it get to my head, like, oh, you walk in that room like, hey, what's up? Here we go. This is what I have to show you. And this is an easy sell. Business process for automation. What do you do? It's something like systems engineering. It sounds a little bit like system engineering, like you're going to automate their database system, or automate their workflow process. That's an easy sell. You got that. You got that. You got the talent for this. You got the talent here. This is talent. This is talent that will be exposed, that will be expanded here. I see a lot of expansion. That means people are going to recognize you and be like, wow. Wow. I only hear wow. I only see, yeah, you got it. I only see wow. Wow, look at Kellyanne, girl. That's right. It was wow, exactly. I only see wow here. This is all good. You don't have to be nervous. You don't have to be nervous. Just make sure you get rest. And I could tell you something that you could take that's a supplement. It's a natural supplement. I think it's called L-leanine, L-leanine. I'll put it in the tag later, because I don't remember the name really that well. But it's something like that that helps with your mental concentration. It's an amino acid, and it should be perfect. Otherwise, make sure you get a good night's rest. I know I sound like mommy now, but make sure you get a good night's rest beforehand. You're going to be fine. 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 Perfect. Can't be better. Really can't be better. So who else is out there? Sunny T, what's going on? L-theanine. Yeah. Oh, okay, you guys, I'm going to get up. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get it. Okay, I'm back. I love you guys. This is so awesome. Virginia, I hope you're still here so you can see we're not lonely. This is so awesome for me to have you guys like share the evening with me. It's called this. I don't know if you can see that or if the camera. It's called L-theanine. Let me write that. This stuff, because I'm like a little bit of a health food junkie. Not really. I eat a lot of junk food, but I take because probably I eat so unhealthy. I try to take health-related supplements. But this is you see, it's a stress relief, and this is really, really good. You can even give this to kids, they say, and it helps with mental concentration, mental calmness. Because when I have to work and when I have to give a presentation, I also get nervous. So sometimes I'll take some things like that beforehand if I think it's going to be, you know, if I think my nerves will get the better of me. Why not? You're really awesome, Sunny. You guys are all really awesome. So Hazel, how you doing? Hazel, how you doing? Yeah, yo, she is blessed. She is blessed. And we're all praying for you. You got all of our collective energy. So this is going in a good direction. Oh, Hazel, I keep telling you, you know, I could be so bad because I get distracted and I'm doing 1,000,001 things at once. And I wanted to go watch your videos. I watch a few and get knocked off, go do something else. So I didn't know your situation. I got to be honest with you. I didn't realize. And then I was sitting on my couch and all of a sudden I was at home. My son was at school. I just thought, Hazel. Really, it was like that. Hazel. I had to, oh, I need to talk to her. And I went to look for you online, but I couldn't. Somehow it was weird. I couldn't find it. It was really weird. I was like, what's wrong? Because I don't know if I was distracted. And then I found you. And then I started going watching all your videos and everything. And I was like, yeah, just trying to send a lot of positivity and love your way. Yeah, it was. I was in the house by myself in my living room, tootling around online, doing some work. And it was really like that. I just heard like, Hazel. I was like, what? What's going on? Like, you need to talk about what's going on. So we are sending you our loves in prayers, Hazel. Really, this is a pretty dynamic time for you right now. Really. And I really loved what you were saying when you said that they had given you a prognosis that, you know, you wouldn't even be here now. This just shows your power. This shows who you are. This shows what you're made of. Yeah, Phoenix mode. I saw that. I saw that. You said you're in Phoenix mode. You know, I want to offer a little bit something different even than being in Phoenix mode. And then I guess I better talk to you offline about a few different things. I don't want to make it like I'm a pharmaceutical person, but I do have some contacts in pharmaceuticals who had told me about some things last year that I want to look up and try to send the information on to you. So I have to remind myself to do that so I don't forget. You guys, I'm a klutz, just in case no one knew it. Because if I don't take a note, I know I'm going to forget it. So just put that there so I see it tomorrow. Yeah, Hazel, we're all light workers here. I can already see that who's in the string. Everyone here, especially Tyrell. I hope he's still there. So a lot of powerful energy here tonight with everyone here. Can't be a better gathering. Oh, you know, we were talking about that tonight, Hazel, with Lemurian Chick. I don't know if you guys listened to her, Lemurian Chick, Lumurian. She came on and she said a few things about what they were doing to block her channel. I know YouTube has blocked my channel, but it's just like, that's how I feel about it. Like I said, it's the quality, not the quantity for me. But I know what you mean. They do block your channel. Your channel should be doing a lot better. Yeah. So yeah, all Sagittarius are here. Oh, Hazel, I pulled a lot for you. I put a lot for you. I didn't even mean to pull that many. I don't know if the delay is still so bad. We have the Page of Water. We have the Three of Wands. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. So this was for Hazel, who said that she didn't know what she wanted to ask and that she was in Phoenix mode. And I explained that I wanted to offer something a bit different than that because I feel like it's different from being in Phoenix mode. I think this is the rebirth here with this Page of Water. Yeah, Hazel, it looks like you got to get your money right too, honey. Hey, Susan. Hey, go Sag. Yeah, Hazel, you got to get your money right. You got to get your money right. That's a lot of work to get to, by the way. It's been a lot of work to get there. Looks like this is going to get fixed, though. Really. Whatever this is. I don't know why I keep saying really with Hazel. Hey, Vessel of Light. Just a second. We're reading for Hazel right now. Yeah, there's a lot of emotion here in this Page of Cups. This isn't the energy of a child. This is the energy of an adult, and there's a lot of emotion here, but it has nothing to do with anything else. So I don't know what that means. It's cut off from everything else here. There's a cut, a lot of emotion about something, and then a cut, and then a completely separate issue. This is not the same. This emotion is not for this here. This is what I don't understand. Something about this I don't really understand. This is a separate issue that has to do with livelihood, with your money. This is I think this is you separate from everything else. So I'm not sure how to read this. It's like you're a part. It's a separation of a kind here. Let's see about this money. If this was about the money, I'm pulling this for the money now, Hazel. You have the Eight of Wands here, the Eight of Earth and the Eight of Wands. So this money situation is going to be settled. But then you have something here. I don't know what this is. And I don't really even feel like this is your health situation. Maybe it's everything all rolled up into one here. It's a lot of something going on here in this Page of Cups. Okay. Okay. This has from the 8, always 8, but this is good. The 8 of, normally for the financial situation, sorry, I thought this is what's on the cards, guys. This is, this will be resolved, whatever financial situation, it will be resolved. And I would say almost resolved how you expected. Whatever you expected to receive, you will receive, because it's a even match. It's a match for match. I don't know what that means. Whatever you expected, I think whatever you apply for will come here. This is expected. And it's like, you know how much, you know what it should be. And then, okay, here you go. Match for match, point for point for point, match for match. Not more, not less. I don't know what that is here. We're going to pull one more. And then I forgot who, there was someone else back here who I missed already. Susan Donald. Now we have the 2 of coins. Hazel, what is going on? This is I'm getting so much here where I said it was something about you here that is cut from everything else, that has nothing to do with the financial situation, that will resolve itself. And then we have the 2 of Pentacles, and it was like, okay, you have to get back out to meeting people, you have to put yourself back out there, you have to re-engage with people, you have to be reaching out almost to people, letting people in, sharing with people. And then we get the major arcana of the Tower, and then it's like, it's almost, this was that Phoenix mode, because that was the question. You think it's trouble, you're like, oh heck no, I'm not going to do that. And then we got major arcana of the Moon. Who are you sensing trouble from? One more time with Hazel. Who are you sensing trouble from, Hazel? Who do you think is going to give you trouble? Or who do you anticipate is going to give you trouble? Now we have the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, we know that. Let's take this off. We know the money's going to come. Let's just go over here. You're going to get your money. Okay, so that issue is solved. This is going to be fixed. You're not going to get more or less. You're going to get what you expected, what you applied to get. That's here. You will get your independence, or this safe harbor here. Your safety net. It will be okay. Like, you're going to have the money situation fixed. Oh, people freak me out. Yeah, that's why this major arcana of the Tower came like, oh no, the heck I'm not. But that's not what I heard. And then we have the Moon, you know, this very like, you just want to be alone. You don't want to mix with people. But I don't know if that's the best thing for you right now. Or maybe you need to shoot more videos, or maybe you need to have more live sessions. I don't know, to intermingle with people. It's necessary for you right now. Oh, of course, be careful about whom, but major arcana of the Hierophant, major arcana the Empress, and the 9 of Cups. Okay, do what you feel you got to do, Hazel. I mean, maybe it is time for you to get yourself back on track health-wise, and maybe you can approach some of these other topics later. Because here I see a regimen that you need to follow for your health, for your well-being, to get better with the Nine of Cups. So this retraction that you're feeling, perhaps it is necessary. Even though everyone else might be telling you to think or do otherwise, perhaps you know instinctively with the major arcana of the moon that it's not the right thing for you. Could be. Yeah, I think so too. Hopefully you're going to help me out with the rest of these readings. Who else is here? Did anybody else want to pull? I guess I'm going to go ahead and sign off. You guys, thanks so much for being here. It was really awesome. Made some new friends. Got to talk to somebody who is rolling with a millionaire out of Via. I gotta say that energy pumped me up too, so I'm not mad at you. That was pretty awesome. Just a second, honey. Well, I received the contracts. This is for Vessel of Light. Why are you covering your face up, lady?
What lady?
See, I'm going to get back to the bed or you're going to get in trouble, little man.
What
Blow your nose.
lady?
I'm talking to someone here. Go back and sit down. Stop it. You're going to get in trouble. You too, Sunny. Thanks for joining us. Vessel of Light, will I get the contract? No, 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 no. We'll leave these. I don't know what that was. So this is for Vessel of Light. We have Major Arcana of the Sun. This was for Vessel of Light. Will she get the contracts? We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Six of Cups. This is interesting. And we have the Knight of Swords. We'll leave these for the surprises here. I'm wondering how much time you put into this Vessel of Light. If you've been wholly working on this the whole time. It looks like something that you picked up rather at the last minute or from short notice. Something that you picked up quickly. I'm not sure, again, how much time did you plan this and engage this process of getting the contracts, applying for the contracts or the tenders, whatever it is. Looks like something you had to, that you weren't expecting somehow to apply for or to go after. Is this true? You're welcome, Sunny. Thank you for being here. Vessel of Light. Yeah, I know we have this delay. I'm trying to see how quick this. Yeah, a couple of months. Okay. And how much time would you normally spend for this? Is this the first time that you've done it? Or how much time would you normally have had more time to prepare this? Because I explained to you that it seems a little last minute. This looks like something that fell in your lap. That seemed to be a real opportunity. Yeah, you gave it your all. Let's see what else is happening here. Don't panic. These were the surprise cards. I told you that I didn't really want to pull them. We have the 10 of Swords and we have the King of Cups, but this doesn't have anything to do with a contract situation. This could be something more in your personal life or something about you personally that's happening. It has not to do with the contracts. This is something about your situation. Feels like it was maybe some tragic circumstances from your past. I don't know. That's not what your question was about, so we won't really mess with that. So let's look finally if Vessel of Light will get the contracts. I think Vessel of Light already, yeah. Well, that's what this is here. This has this 10 of Swords and this King of Cups is, I don't know, something about your energy or something about you here that's, I don't know. I don't want to get to your private situation unless you ask about it. But you know, this can affect this in a way, I guess, if you don't feel very positive about it. It's one thing about being cautiously optimistic, but so I put these both by accident. We have the Wheel of Fortune and we have Major Arcana Justice. I should almost let Hazel and Tyrell read those last two cards. Did you see what Vessel of Light got for the final result of it? She will get the contract. She got Major Arcana, the Wheel of Fortune, and Major Arcana Justice. Well, thank you for not really giving us 100% the answer to that. I don't know if you guys got that. Well, normally it looks like if it's due to you, yeah, I don't want to end it on that because that's so like evasive. And then we got Major Arcana Transformation. You pulled all Major Arcana, and I'm only getting if it's due to you. So I might have to pull one of these from the Karma deck here because this is all odd energy also for you here. Or if you're going to get this contract, because yeah, like, can I call you back?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye. Oh my goodness. 3. I didn't really want to pull 3 of these, but let's see what we have here. We have the Actor. We have Routine and Relation. And then we have Little Johnny Heaven there. So, Vessel of Light, I'm not laughing at you, but sometimes it is like that. I apologize. Do you really even want this contract? Can we talk about that for a minute? Is this something that you really, really want? Or is this something that if you get it, you would turn it down because what's going on? Because it looks like normally you're competing for this and you want it and it's interesting, but is it the spirit of the competition or is it something that you really want? Is it something that you almost want to say really need? Does someone need this more than you also What's your motivation? What's your motivation? And maybe this was the Seven of Cups also. What's your motivation for wanting this vessel of light? Because this is important in you achieving this. What's your motivation for this contract? Because even with the last karma cards that I pulled, look at this little Johnny head in there. This is like one of my favorite cards. I love this card. Honestly, what value is this going to bring to you? Have you thought about it? Like, what's your motivation for going after this? I think it's important for you to think about. So let me give you an example of what I see here too, because it's important. Is this something that's going to break your back? How much work are you having to put into this? How much sacrifice are you going to have to make to do this? What are you aware of all the requirements for this? Are you prepared? Also, are you prepared to take this on? Or will it be difficult for you if you achieve this? This is all behind this, what I see with the Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana Justice, Major Arcana the Wheel of Fortune, and Major Arcana Transformation, Death. This is Death, by the way. It's a different deck, but it's still Death, Transformation. So I think at the root of this that you really have to try to understand, because nothing's for free, huh? We have the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune, which is normally quite positive here. But when you get this, it's like, it's at a cost. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It could be at a cost. So what's the motivation for this? And how will this shape your life? What is this going to do to your life? Also with this King here of Cups and the Ten of Swords. Well, how is this going to impact your life? And what do you have to give up for this alluring lifestyle? Is it really, you guys, I'm losing the words. Is it really, like everything comes at a cost is what I hear. So is it really like at no cost? I mean, like you can get these gains, you get this, and you don't have to give anything up, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Is this clear? Or nothing is for free? I don't know why this is coming. Yeah, could be Observer Tyrell. Like, what's the cost of this? I would like to know. Like, do you have to travel a lot? Or, okay, well, if you think the coast is clear, I think your coast is clear here. But you have to be sure, Major Arcana Justice, where you stand when you take this on. You have to be clear in your mind with the Seven of Cups and also the Six of Cups here. That you know what you're getting yourself into. This is what I'm trying to say. You have to be aware of what you're getting yourself into. That's all. And normally, if you are aware of what you're getting yourself into and you're making a conscious choice, yeah, because once you get it, you can't go back and say, I didn't know, I didn't know, I didn't realize, I didn't know, because you already put your foot in it. You already put your seal on it. You already put your foot in it. And then at some point, there's no going back. You know, transformation is final. Death is final. Even though, you know, people are like, try to, you know, finagle this somehow. But sometimes things are over. And I'm not talking about spiritually. I'm just saying, you know, and you just have to be sure about your motivation, and I don't think you can go wrong. But nothing's for free, huh? Nothing's for free. So I don't know what you have to give up. I almost feel like there almost could be that there's strings attached. Not to put the markers on this, because in general it looks very positive. I don't know what kind of people you will be working with in this situation. I don't know if you already met them. So you know what to anticipate with the type of people that you'll be involved with or hanging out with, and what their expectations will be of you, because it could be in some way that you have to set them straight and let them know why you're there, the purpose that you're there, what your boundaries are, even looks like. So you have to be aware of what you're getting yourself into. Vessel of Light, you're awfully quiet over there. But it's okay. I can still read. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the World, last one. And we have Major Arcana, Temperance here. Yeah, so normally that's what we just said. This is, you just have to know what you're getting yourself into. That's all. And normally, if you know what you're getting yourself into with Major Arcana Temperance here, it could be okay. It just, yeah, that's it. I guess we'll leave it there. Okay, Vessel of Light, I hope you enjoyed that. You just kind of went all quiet on me there. It's all good, though. It's all good. Just know what you're getting yourself into. Got something else. Make sure you really go over that contract. Make sure you, that could be it too. Make sure you really see the details of the contract. Go over the fine print. You're so excited. You're so excited. You're so excited about the prospects with Major Arcana the Sun and all the money that will be coming to you. You're just like, yeah. And then you don't read the fine print with the Seven of Cups. So you don't really know what you're getting yourself into in the end. And you could be trying to go back with Major Arcana Justice and say, whoa, whoa, whoa. I didn't know I signed up for that. That's not what the contract said, but read the fine print, my dear. You signed the dotted line because you were in a hurry to make this happen and get out of this situation. Something that, in a way, it could be even from your situation when you were younger, some perception that you think you're elevating yourself. You're so excited that, yeah, that could also be the main root of the reading. Just make sure know what you're getting yourself into, so that you're not like, what did I get myself into? I should have read the fine print. This is somebody who doesn't read the fine print. And don't be in so much of a hurry to get into a situation that in the end isn't wholly beneficial for you. You know what they say. You want it bad, you get it bad. So pay attention on what you're signing yourself up for. Make sure you read the fine print, because normally you would still have some time to fix this, you know. If you're trying to get the contracts, and this is a tender, you get the contracts, you can negotiate this in pre-award. It's the same difference. Don't feel like you have to tell somebody no because the contractual terms aren't exactly what you want. If the opportunity looks good, take it and try to work out the details in contract pre-award. We're going to go ahead and leave it there. Vessel of Light. Yes, I agree. I'm willing to fully accept any opportunity the universe has to offer. Okay, just read the fine print. Make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. Okay, my dear, go get some rest. I think I'm right behind you. I see what time it is, too. It's near, 5 minutes after 11. Good night. Good night, Yolts. Have a good night. This was the last pull for tonight. We pulled Major Arcana the Fool, Sagittarius. Major Arcana the Fool. Need we say more? I guess this is where we've been and also where we're going. Good night. Good night, honey. Sleep well. Kisses. Major Arcana the Fool. I'm leaving this for a good long minute. because I think we will have the opportunities to be also the Fool again in a lot of ways. Get our spring back in our step. Get our pop back. Mojo back, I guess you could say. Feeling good, having reasons to feel good, having reasons to be excited. The Fool. That's right. What else for Sagittarius are we looking at over this full moon? That's right. It's so crazy. So this is the troublemaker. And this is also a version of the Fool, by the way. So this is kind of the lessons that we were talking about earlier when we started. Don't mess it up. I don't want to say what RuPaul says. Don't mess it up, Sag. Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. You're welcome, my dear. Don't mess it up. You touch fire, you get burned. You pick up a snake, you get bit. Sagittarius. Last one, guys, over the full moon. And then I guess we're all signing off and saying goodnight. This was so much fun, guys. Thank you for hanging in there. Next time I'll have it better. I'll get it better. I don't know what's wrong. Let's take this one. 7 of Wands. I'm seeing something completely different. This is really okay. So don't be surprised if you have people resurfacing while you're just walking your path on your very merry way, relaxed, enjoying life, getting your life back together, getting back up on your feet. And then you have trouble kind of inviting itself into you, Sagittarius. Some things could be resurfacing, but I feel like it's other people coming in on your piece, trying to come in on your piece. Not very successful at it, but whoever this is, you're going to help them anyway. That's the impression I have. Please try not to get yourself back in trouble or mixed up with people might feel compelled to again, because it might be family. Who knows? Look out for yourself, Sag. Look out for yourself. Take care of your business with this King of Pentacles. We're going to go ahead and take it as a wrap. It's a wrap. Thanks, guys. It was really a lot of fun. Thank you so much. Stand strong, Sag. That's absolutely right, Tyrell. You guys, thanks for joining me. Enjoy the evening. I guess we'll try it again another time. We'll see how it goes. I have to figure out how to use it better, but it was really fun. Good night, everybody. Take care.